Have you ever wondered what truly makes us feel good? Why do we sometimes feel on top of the world? And other times, despite having everything we could possibly need, we still feel unfulfilled? Well, the truth is, happiness isn't as simple as a fleeting moment of joy or having material possessions. It's far deeper, more complex, and deeply rooted in science. There are actual biological, psychological, and social factors at play when it comes to feeling happy. In this video, we're going to dive into the science of happiness, understand the brain chemistry that fuels our joy, explore the factors that contribute to our emotional well-being, and uncover the truth behind what really makes us feel good. Let's look beyond the surface and discover the hidden drivers that shape our happiness, so you can start living a more fulfilling, joyful life today. Let's explore the science of happiness, backed by research and insights you can use. To understand the science of happiness, we first need to look at what actually happens in the brain when we experience joy. When something makes us happy, our brain releases certain chemicals, specifically dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. These are commonly referred to as the feel-good chemicals, and they play a major role in influencing our emotional state. Let's begin with dopamine, often called the reward chemical. Dopamine is released when we achieve something, whether it's a small win like completing a task or a larger accomplishment like finishing a project. It's associated with a feeling of pleasure and satisfaction. Essentially, dopamine is the brain's way of saying, "Well done." It's what drives our motivation to pursue goals and rewards us when we succeed. However, it's important to note that while dopamine provides that rush of happiness, relying solely on external rewards or material success can lead to a dopamine addiction, where we constantly need more in order to feel fulfilled. This is why we often feel empty after achieving something and immediately look for the next source of gratification. Next, we have serotonin, which is closely tied to our mood regulation. Unlike dopamine, serotonin doesn't come from external accomplishments. It's more about our emotional well-being. Serotonin is produced when we experience feelings of gratitude, contentment, and pride. It's the chemical that helps keep our mood stable and contributes to our overall sense of peace. Low levels of serotonin are often linked to depression and anxiety, which is why maintaining a healthy balance of serotonin is essential for long-term happiness. Activities like spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or even getting enough sleep can naturally increase serotonin levels. Then there's oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Oxytocin is released when we engage in social bonding or acts of kindness, whether it's hugging a loved one, spending time with friends, or even helping someone out. It promotes feelings of connection and trust, making us feel safe and loved. This is why creating and nurturing meaningful relationships is crucial for overall happiness. It's also essential to recognize that money doesn't buy happiness, at least not in the way most people think. While financial stability can certainly reduce stress and provide a sense of security, research consistently shows that beyond a certain point, more money doesn't lead to greater happiness. Once our basic needs are met, factors like relationships, purpose, and mental health become far more influential in determining our happiness levels. So, what does all this mean for you? It means that happiness is not something that happens to us, nor is it an external state that we must chase after. True happiness comes from within. It's shaped by our thoughts, actions, and the way we connect with the world around us. The good news is that we have more control over our happiness than we realize. By focusing on nurturing our relationships, practicing gratitude, staying active, and seeking purpose, we can naturally increase the levels of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins in our brain. Each of these small, daily choices compounds over time, creating a ripple effect that can lead to lasting joy and fulfillment.